What's up, friends? How's it going? Good evening. Star, you just gotta tell me how you want your Tomodachi to look. Okay? Oh, why is the ad break thing going off? Oh, go away. No ad yet. No ads yet. Hi, Zaddy. What's going on, Zaddy? How you doing? Okay, I will... I'll do my best. Why is VTuber not... Oh, I love sound issues. Okay. Let's go into the damn blueprints and track what's going on. Okay, there we go. Are we lip synced? Yeah, we're lip syncing. There we go. What's up, Noah? Village is looking good? Yeah, we're getting more people. Hey, Smiley, how you doing? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for sharing the live. Happy Thursday. Oh my god, can I please get to the game? I have like 1,000 windows open. There we go. Okay. We can add like 70 people, so I'm like, oh lord. How many can we feasibly add? You know? I added a couple. Offline. If you know who Batman and Spider-Man are, I added Spider-Man. Added a other character who I will not show you. You'll probably see them, and then you will SMH or SYH. And I added another chatter. Here, Slacker, you gotta help her. Here.
Am I interrupting something?
How you doing, Smiley?
Won't ma move?
Little of this, a skosh of that, and...
Skosh. I have never said
I'm
skosh.
starting to feel better.
I'm good.
You're
Thank
a
you for
real
asking.
lifesaver.
what a relief. You're okay.
Yay, now we're acquaintances.
The
The joints needed some oil, yeah.
Snap.
Squeak, squeak.
Well,
Okay, hold on, I need to get
we'll
into
undo
full
that.
screen mode. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see what everybody else is up to. Yeah, I'll show you that character in a second. Every Tomodachi Life stream
Let's
needs
play
a joke
Zoom quiz
character,
together.
and you'll see the joke character I came up with. Yo, what's up, Maury? How you doing?
Here's your first zoomed in item. What do you think it is?
Pastel de nata?
The answer is rice
Damn it.
pudding.
Doesn't look anything like rice. Oh well. Shows what I know.
Hey, you can't win them all, but you can get this as a consolation prize.
Better not be toilet paper again. Aw, come on. You thought it was a close-up of pizza? Yeah, I didn't know what that was. Okay, what's wrong, Miku?
Good evening.
Waking up after you fell asleep typing hi on here?
I've been thinking
Did
too
you
hard.
fall asleep today?
My head feels all fuzzy inside. Help me clear my mind.
Oh god. For a second I thought that was maggots. What is this, like bananas or something? Some kind of bread?
Phew. I feel so much better now.
Thank you, Zaddy. Thank you for validating. Oh, it's mozzarella. Here, Miku, I'll feed you the mozzarella that I took out of your head. Her voice is killing you. You like Miku? Don't you like Miku's voice? She sings everything. That was inside your brain. Well, now I see why. Because she really likes mozzarella. Brain cheese. You know, when you say it like that, it does sound pretty good. Made an entire book and
Aerobics?
server.
Anyone?
What's your book about? If you don't mind me asking. So, here's our joke character. I'm so glad there's subtitles. Oh, I didn't pay attention to the rules. Sorry. A girl in a mech bond? Oh, that sounds cool. Is that like a cyberpunk style? Toilet paper? Why does everyone keep giving me toilet paper? I don't want toilet paper from you. You're the last person in the world I want it from. And yes, I do have the humor of a child, okay? So, before you ask.
Good evening. Could you bring me some clothes that make me look more mature? I don't want to look old though. More like, I want people to think I work at a bank or something. You know.
But you're a child. Fine. Let's see. What bank clothing can we... What's up, Mac? What? You don't like my character? I worked so hard on him. Alright, we're gonna give him a suit jacket with red pants. And then gladiator sandals. Buy you that orange and black jacket. Oh, you mean the one that looks like Naruto? Hello, thank you for the follow. What game is this? This is Tomodachi Life. The newest one. Where was it? I just saw it. Hey, thank you. Thank you for all the gifts. I swear to God, I saw... Oh wait, is it a daily special? Maybe that's why. Yeah, there he goes. Mountain Parka. Oop, sorry. How about this? I'll buy that. Oh, I can't change the color of that. I was gonna say I could change the color of these to orange and I'll make you look like Naruto. I guess I can't. Sleek cyberpunk jacket. Well, you know what? That almost looks like kind of slackerish. The mech pilots are called mech stars. Wait, hold on. Gotta create an outfit. Find some Naruto pants later. Oh yeah, you're right. We will. Oh yeah. This screams I work at a bank. He loves it. You're gosh darn right. Who doesn't love wearing a plaid jacket, red pants, and gladiator sandals? Okay, let's go check on Mac. We're gonna give him the jacket that he wanted. Oops. That outfit scares you. What?
Something
It's
on
the
your
height of
mind.
fashion, though. Yeah, something's on my mind. I want to give you this cool jacket. What's up, Shadows? You named your tarantula? What'd you name it? Hey, he loves it. Yo, what's up, Will? Thank you. Thank you for the rose. Did you know your Miis will hang on to clothing you give them even when they switch outfits? So if you want them to change into a look you gave them before, just press wide open of the Mii. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't want to change your outfit because you like this one. Maple? Oh, that's cute. Ooh, look at all the monies. You should name your jumping spider after me. You don't have to do that. What'd you get from Taco Bell? My guilty pleasure from Taco Bell is the Cantina chicken tacos. Probably the only thing that I'll ever allow myself to eat. Sakura Bloom set. Everything that a weeb fox could want. Who in the world threw $80 worth of coins into the fountain? Well, you're not supposed to drink out of that fountain, Mac. Are you drinking out of that fountain?
Do you have a moment? I would just love it if there were a round street lamp right here.
A round street lamp. On the beach?
Thanks. That'll make life on this island a million times better.
You know what? I'm honored that you named your tarantula Slacky, or your jumping spider Slacky. Don't worry, Star. We'll make you. Don't worry. I'll get to it.
Bozo. Finnex paths are kind of sparse, don't you think?
Well, what do you want me
Think
to
we
do
could
about
up
it?
the island scenery by adding some things along the paths?
What's up, Morty? How you doing? Oh, flowers and benches? Sure. What is it with my character and benches? God, he really is a slacker.
It will cost $30. Do we have the budget for that right now?
Yeah, sure. We got the budget for it.
Oh yeah. I'm on it. Let's get going.
$30 for a bunch of light posts?
All
That's
done.
fine.
Take a look whenever.
I gotta feed you. Do I have any food? Here, do you want a bonsai tree? Oh, he doesn't like them. He likes it a little. You know why? It's because he has to take care of a tree. Yo, what's up, Sneaktail? How you doing? Making sure there's no mobs. Yeah. You know me. I'm just gonna be running into what do you call it? Like spiders and stuff. I don't want to put this in here. I want to give it to somebody else. I want to give it to Miku. Means here are getting used to this island life. Did you know that they get up to stuff even when you're not watching? Wish you could get some kind of daily report on
So
it.
fun.
Well, perhaps on Imminent News Station is in order. Once you build one, you can get all kinds of fun reports about your Mii's daily lives. Oh, we're gonna build a news station? I don't have room for that. Yes, I do, right here. We're gonna have to expand the island some. Creeper. Aw, man. Me
We
drop Foxy?
interrupt
Go
to
for it.
bring you some breaking news. Here's what's happening on our island. The Finnegan news station is now fully operational. The
It's
dulcet
happening.
tones of island residents will deliver the island's hottest topics once a day. Stop by MNN Daily to make sure you don't miss a single story. Thanks for watching. I'm Spider-Man, and you're up to date. Reflect on yesterday.
Spider-Man. Ooh, what's Mac dreaming about? What are you dreaming about, Mac? That's Spider-Man. Have you ever seen the video? Man and Spider-Man?
Shoot.
Did you just sneeze out a brownie? Do I have any spot for you?
Aw,
Oh, yes. But you gotta tell me
Thank
what you want him to
goodness.
look like.
just a dream.
A brownie.
Oh,
How did you get it up your nose?
what's up?
Here, since you produced it, you get to have it. That's how the rules work. Here, have your nose brownie. Yeah, you keep saying Angel Halo, but you won't tell me what you want your character to look like. You made it. How do you not like it? You made it. I guess your me doesn't like brownies. What's up, Crazy Goose? What character should you make in Tomodachi Life? Make a joke character. Every Tomodachi Island needs a joke character. Alright, we're gonna try to make Star. As I said, I'm not the best at this. Now, don't get offended by anything that I click on, okay? It's not the final shape. I'm just trying to look around for what looks decent. Okay. You already have two and they're married? Make a boiled egg character. And you put a lot of pressure on me when you say just make it how I want to make it, or how I think you want to make it. That puts a lot of pressure on a guy, you know. Let me see. I'm trying to go to your stream, Star. Yo, what's up, Justa? It's not about complicated. You got to remember how my brain works. I need to be able to see what you look like again. How come I can't go to your freaking stream? I do know what Star looks like. My brain does not. My memory is like a sack with a hole in it. Everything inside just goes with the wind. And look at you, Miss 220 followers. You going off. Okay. Think this is a good one? Yeah, this'll do. We'll just go to your... What? No. That's not who I was trying to look at. What in the goddamn is going on? Every time I click on your video, Star, some other dude pops up. I give up. Alright, I'm just gonna eyeball it. I don't want to hear any complaints. You got it? You went up against Riverton? Did you beat Riverton? You better have beaten them. Because with a name like that, they sound like the lame school from across town. That's too light. I need a picture. You gotta help me out here, Star. Let's see, if I go to videos, will that... Dude, why does this guy keep popping up? Who is this guy? Oh, I got the hair all wrong. Okay. Oops. Yeah, all wrong. Okay. I gotta keep like hovering over one of your videos to see the first frame so that I can get a good glimpse of your face. No. Honestly, you know what? I think this might be the closest one that I had. Yeah, no, the one I had was the closest. Okay. I think I can go from there. Okay. Like I said, I have terrible memory, okay? Hi, Bella. I cannot see your eyebrows, so I gotta leave them as is. I'm gonna give you angry eyes. Just kidding, I won't do that. Let's see. Not those, not those. We won't do those. There we go. Those might do. Thank you, Star. Thank goodness. Okay, now I don't have to eyeball this. Way easier. Thank you. Okay. Okay. What's up, Smiley? Okay, so I think I got the eyes about right. What in God's name? Thanks a lot, Twitch. Playing a ad. Okay, I'm gonna close that. That frightened me. Chicken butter. Yeah, sorry, it was an ad that started auto playing. Okay, here we go. Back to the game at hand. I don't even know what those are. I don't know anybody who has lashes like that. Woo! Watching Demon Slayer. And don't get me started on Demon Slayer, please. Like, I don't want to reopen old trauma. Wait until the trauma of the last movie that came out goes away, okay? Because seriously, what's up, Quicktail? What's up, Smiley? What's up? What's up? Okay. Got it. Okay. I don't need those wounds to open up again. Can't wait for that other movie. Wait, is there another one coming out? Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Elay. How are you? You eating adobo? Well, I hope you enjoy it. Does it look about right? Sorry, I made you look like a monster there for a second with the white pupils. It's gonna be 2 parts. Where could they go beyond the Infinity Castle? What's up, Elay? How are you? It's gonna be 2 parts, man. I want to know where they think that they can go beyond what we just did with the Infinity Castle. Is this where they finally beat Michael Jackson? I think that one will do. We don't know. Of course not. Hey, thank you for the bits, Bella. Gotta give star. You wanna look like a Rick and Morty character? What? Smiley, I'm paying attention to the game. Sorry, what'd you say? You haven't gone to school in 2 days? Why? There's no way you've never sent bits? Oh no, Bella's never sent bits in here, guys. Better shame her. Boo, shame Bella. Just kidding. We'll give her a nice smile.
Welcome back from the ad break. If you hate ads, consider a sub or using your Twitch Prime.
You probably did. Just Twitch never remembers, you know? Okay, gotta make sure I got these right. Twitch out here being like a real parent and never remembering. Yeah. They're like, who you again? Sure, hand me off some adobo. The spicier, the better. Honestly, what I say is, if I don't regret it in the morning, it ain't spicy enough. No, they don't have clear. That's probably as close to clear as I can get. They're gray. Okay. Okay, I think it's just the lighting then that makes them look see-through. How's that look? Does that look close enough? Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. But I also answered your question, or your remark, Smiley. I said, why aren't you going to school? Yeah. Darn tootin'. You bet your butt it's perfect. Alright. How tall are you, Star? How are you, Cosmic? How's it going? Five, 6? Okay, that would be... Probably... Oop. That's not what I meant to do. Probably to here. You would be slightly taller than Aki, because she's really short. Don't tell her I said that, okay? Okay. Thank you for the follow. How's that look? You have joined. Hello, Justa. Welcome to the Twitch party. You want to just be Star, or do you want to be the whole thing, Star Princess? I just call it body shape. I don't like calling it weight. What's up, Robin? How you doing? Star is fine? Okay.
My name is Star.
Okay. You tell me. I'm not gonna assume. Okay. Oh, and you want me to change this? Pronouns are Disney princess. Well, Disney needs to help me make Princess me. That, or Princesses me. And pronouns are hard. I mean, you can just tell me to skip. I just want to make sure I'm as accurate as possible. right, Justa. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. And now you have to tell me. Do you want me to just give you a fake birthday, or do you want to tell me your real birthday? What's up, Smiley? Your birthday passed already? Oh my gosh. Well, happy late birthday. Gosh, you're so young. Okay.
My name is Star. It's nice to meet you. Today is April 23rd, 2026.
You
So,
gave
how does
exactly
this voice
12K
sound?
likes. You
My
are
name
a
is Star.
like beast.
It's nice to meet you. Today is April 23rd, 2026. So, how does this voice sound? My name is Star. It's nice to meet you. Today is
What are we
April
whoa-woing
23rd,
for? What
2026. So, how does this voice sound?
1996?
My name is
Wait,
Star.
what did I put? Oh. Sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
My name is Star. It's nice to meet you.
Hello, Bumblebee.
Today is April 23rd, 2026. So, how does this voice sound?
Hey, I didn't do it on purpose. I just
My
wasn't
name is
paying
Star.
attention.
It's nice to meet you.
Okay, Slacker doesn't know what
Today is
numbers
April
are.
23rd, 2026. So,
You
how
did
does
tell me
this
you would
voice
give me
sound?
10K likes. I
My name
appreciate
is
it.
Star. It's my name
There.
name is Star.
I'll make you sound
My
angry at
name
me.
is Star. It's nice to meet you.
So you're angry at me.
My name
is Star. My name is Star. It's nice to. My name is Star. It's nice.
My name is Star. My name is Star. My name is Star. My name is Star. It's nice to meet you. My name is Star. It's nice to meet you.
And I'll make you sound like a
Today
valley
is
girl.
April
Ready?
20. My name is Star. It's not my name is Star. It's nice to meet you. Today my name is my name is Star. It's my name is Star. It's nice to meet you. Today is April 23rd. My name is Star. My name is
And
Star.
you talk
My
kinda
name is
fast, so I'm
Star.
gonna
It's
boost up
nice
the
to meet
speed on
you.
your speaking.
Today
Hey,
is
thank you for the
April
follow. Welcome,
23rd,
welcome.
2026. My name is Star. My name is Star. My name is Star. My name is Star. It's nice to meet you. Today is April 23rd,
that?
2026. So, how does this voice sound? My
Thank you for
name
the
is
follow.
Star. It's nice to meet you. Today
thank you
is
for the
April
follow on
23rd,
TikTok.
2026. So, how does this voice sound? My
Right
name
there?
is Star.
Okay.
It's nice to meet you.
You want to hear one of the
Today
silly
is
tones?
April. My name is Star. It's nice to meet you. My name is Star. It's nice to meet you.
Well, then go eat,
My name
Smiley.
is Star. It's nice to meet you. Today is April 23rd, 2026. My name is Star. It's nice to meet you. Today, my name is Star. It's nice to meet you. Today, my name is Star.
I love that
It's
one.
nice to
Okay.
meet you.
No, not related to anyone. Now, you have to give me a number between 1 and 8. No, sorry, Alex, I am neither of those things. I'm gonna guess on these two. You are quirky and chill. Seven on movement. And then what about speech? Why people always got to assume? Assume what? Oh, that? I don't know. I guess it's the ears and tail. Beats me. Five? Okay. There was one dude who would constantly come in every night and be like, "Are you a furry?" And I'd be like, "Nope, same as last night." Every single night. Energy 8? Yeah, I thought so. Nah, it's okay, Smiley. That's how you keep... You can use that energy to keep people away. They want me to change my mind. They'll walk in and I'll be like, "Yeah, tonight I am." They're gonna be like, "Oh God, I'm out of here." Well, then what did you want? They just want an excuse to leave the stream, I guess. Did I get the other two right? Movement down to 5, okay. No nights, Bella, no nights. Yes, you should have eggs. Eat eggs. 63? That's not a number choice, Adam. You should have... Well, how are you gonna cook your eggs? I swear to God, if you say on the stove, I'm sending you to Mars. Okay. We're gonna go with that. Anything you want me to change? Nothing's wrong with the stove. It's just Tia, every time she says she's gonna have eggs, and I ask her, "How are you gonna cook your eggs?" and she says, "On the stove." Like, okay, I guess that's the peak of Finnish humor. A charmer. Sounds about right. Alright, we gotta stick your house somewhere. Let's put you over here. You can be neighbors with Miku.
Huh. Hey there. It's nice to meet you, His Royal Majesty, Fox God. I'm Star.
You gotta call
I'm
me
an
Fox
outgoing
God now.
charmer. I have a knack for bonding with others, and I'm always ready for a good time with friends. I
No,
can't
the
wait
joke
to
is,
start living
Smiley,
here.
because when I ask, how do you cook your eggs? You know, hard-boiled, scrambled, over easy, sunny side up. There's a million and one ways, but then when you say on the stove, it's like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. What's up, Channy? How you doing?
We interrupt to bring you some breaking news. We've just received some breaking news. Now that the island is home to 10 residents, we've
my
received
gosh,
a report
island
of the
vibe.
island vibe. This represents the overall state of the island. At this time, the next vibe has been established as Emotional Island.
Emotional?
Thanks for watching. I'm Aki, and you're up to date.
Great. Emotional Island. Of course, that's based on the music you live here now, so the island vibe could change as you add new residents. Check out your island info anytime, blah, blah, blah. Okay. That's not all you'll find under island info, though. You see the island lingo you shared with your residents, or look up how many ponderings you've resolved. There's so much stuff on Fennec. It's definitely worth some. Okay. Gotcha. Kill the faceling? No. What? You don't like Fart Buttley? He's such. Actually, they're such a good lad. Or such a good little person. seem curious about Spider-Man. Go on, be Spider-Man's friend.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Mac.
Nice to meet you, Mac. I'm Spider-Man.
Martian Rock Pankatoli. Razin Martian Rock Morno. Martian Rock Watch.
Talking about rocks? Alright, I'll leave you two kids alone.
Silent Thought. Right. Me. Savage Rattle.
Who can't, like, pond over rocks, TBH? Yeah, rocks are
Huh.
great.
Good evening. My look is lacking a certain something. Can you get me an accessory that matches my current outfit?
An accessory, huh? Okay, Star. Be careful. Oh, we only have scarves as accessories. Well, I can buy a pink scarf, because that matches her outfit. Oh, you want a scarf too? Okay, I will, Mac. You want boiled and sunny side eggs? Yeah, see, I knew she would like it. Do I know people or do I know people? Why would I ask you how? 'Cause I am nosy. Oh, they're going.
I've got some time on my hands. Do you want to try bowling with me?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do some bowling. Oh, me bowling. How am I supposed to knock them all down? Can I curve it? I'm not very good at bowling. Go then, let's go bowling. Nothing personal, Mac, I promise. I definitely wasn't aiming for your head. Can you add pepper as a seasoning? Yes.
Hey,
You should
can't
always
win
add
'em
pepper
all,
to eggs.
but you can get this as a
Also,
consolation
yeah,
prize.
season your damn food. Stop giving me toilet paper. What's wrong with you people?
Huh.
Oh,
Hey. Got time for a
My
game
cat?
of pixel
No.
quiz?
what are you, Alf? You leave my cat alone. For COVID. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Here's
those are
your
the good
first
days.
pixelated item. What do you think it is?
Hey, that's the cake I made.
The answer is cake. Next up, your second pixelated item. What do you think it is?
I don't know what yim is. And I know chocolate gâteau looks like chocolate, so I'm gonna say pork bun.
The answer is pork bun. And finally, the last pixelated item.
Thought you
What
meant.
do you think it is?
Well, see, you didn't capitalize pepper, so I thought you meant the seasoning. Ooh, it could be honey. It looks like honey.
The correct answer is
Damn
grilled
it!
cheese.
Grilled cheese was my first answer, but I thought, it looks kind of honey-ish.
Hey, you can't win them all. But you can get this as a consolation prize.
Don't give me toilet paper. Whatever. It's not technically toilet paper.
Huh. Good evening.
It's funny, you look like
I
a
want to be friends with Spider-Man.
Naruto cosplayer living in a log cabin. It's so funny.
What should we talk about?
What do you want to, Mac, what do you want to talk about with Spider-Man?
What
Cool
did you
rocks?
have in mind?
Actually, I'm gonna type what you wrote.
Preparing for COVID. Got it. I'll go talk to him about preparing for COVID.
Y'all got plenty of toilet paper to give me, so might as well talk about it.
Good evening, Spider-Man. Do you feel like talking about preparing for COVID?
Sure. But tell me, Mac, how
What's up,
much do
Makai?
you know about preparing for COVID?
Oh, like, so much. I study the Preparing for COVID rulebook every night before bed.
Well, that's some serious dedication. But you know, I've always wanted to give preparing for COVID a shot. Maybe one day we can do it together.
Okay, you guys are gonna be our CDC for the island, okay? If COVID ever makes it to the island, you two are the ones that are gonna prepare. Take care of it. Want me to call him? You want to call him Peter? Okay. Freaking thing! What is going on? Feels like the keyboard's lagging. Canonically, Spider-Man is a little crazy. What's up, Hobo?
Jeez, man, how
Playing
does it?
Tomodachi Life. How you doing? So he would definitely be like Mac, as in mac and cheese. I'm gonna call you Cheese Man. You gotta watch Batman and Spider-Man.
Peter, how goes it? Nice. I knew preparing for COVID would bring Peter and me together.
Makes sense. Cheese man and I have the
You
same
good,
taste
bro,
in
Chacho? Good to
hobbies,
hear.
so
Glad to
no
hear you're doing
wonder
good.
we hit it off.
Here we go, Mac. I'm gonna give you an expression. What do you want to say? Starting a sentence. Alright. What do you want to say? You got it.
Ka.
What's up, Ert?
Ha, ha. Thank you. Saying that really makes me feel more like myself.
So now every time you start a sentence, you're gonna say "ka." He's out here being you,
Huh.
being the best you that you could
Good
ever be.
evening.
Automod? What did Automod say?
I want to be friends with Slacker. What should
Everybody
we talk
wants to be
about?
friends with Slacker.
What did you have in mind?
Yo, what's up, Yeel? How you doing? Yeah, we playing some Tomodachi Life. The Hobbit? Okay, yeah, let's talk about the Hobbit. I was gonna say the hobo.
The Hobbit behind my house. Got it. I'll go talk to him about the Hobbit behind my house. Good evening, Slacker. Do you feel like talking about the Hobbit behind my house?
Sure.
I first heard about the Hobbit behind my house almost a year
Why you
ago.
keep saying it like that, Mac? Are you
Whoa,
disappointed in
it's
me?
been that long. You're cool, Sora. Let's be friends.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Look at that. We're friends by talking about hobbits. Ugh. They are besties. Damn, I can't think of what I want him to call me. Oh, got it. Live on the purple app? Yes, I am. Come on by, join the party. Let me insult myself, damn it.
Good evening, D tier
I
streamer.
don't know. It's funny. What's up, Gravity Falls fan? Because I genuinely don't know anything about this character except this.
Good evening, Keyboy.
I think he has seen me in a new light. So D
repo
tier
guy on this
streamer
island?
and I are friends now.
I really look up to Keyboy.
Good point. There should be a repo character on here. Yo, what's up, Yield? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Give him a quirk. What would suit Sora from Kingdom Hearts? Like this? I've seen those characters and they run weird. Floating? Like this? Not even touching the ground? Did you hear Kingdom Hearts? Yes. A viewer wanted me to add Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Unfortunately, I don't know much about that game.
I feel a bit more like myself.
Spanchafilla. Grappling cat.
Here's the Rollin. Me. Babbitt Grackle. Well,
That looks funny.
Mask. Nice pressure.
Tylenol. Right.
Alright, who needs me? Level 9. Okay. We do anything with Pallet House? Island landscaping. Does he create? Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's don't do that. Suggest a character? Possibly. Once I get everybody who wants to, like, all of my subscribers and followers and mods and friends, once they get all the characters that they want, then yeah, I'll move on to viewers. You got your eggs? Alright, awesome. Okay, I can't unlock those yet. Can I unlock any other gifts? Nope, can't unlock any other gifts. Alright. What can I do? Moving in set, plush room set. Let's get the tea house. Tax money. You guys get tax refunds? I miss those days. Your boyfriend knows about it, so you have a bit of knowledge. Is he your Kingdom Hearts dump? What are you doing, Star? Are you gonna pay for that? Star, I'm gonna need you to stop. Who put power switches on the damn light posts anyways?
Good evening. I'm hungry.
Here, have an egg. Can I offer you an egg in these trying times? Oh, he doesn't like eggs, huh? I want to get the cutscene where they hate it because it's always funny. whenever they hate a food that you give them, it's like the world is ending. Okay, let's expand the island a bit. Oops, not what I meant. I gotta get the controls down. Okay, island builder. Let us add some... What can we do? Grass, clovers, asphalt, dirt, concrete. Sure, let's add some grass. Connect some of these islands up too. Don't worry, I'll add beaches and whatnot. I don't want it to look boring. Oh, not what I meant. How do I get out of this? E, okay. Sandy beach. You know, nice beach. Put some nice little trees over here. Hi Erica, how you doing? What's up, Smiley? Yeah, this is a map. This is our island. Back in grass. How big is this? Oh, neat. Okay. That ought to do. Actually, you know what? I think I want to do clovers. Let's give something nice for the bees, yeah? God knows the bees need all of our help. Doing good? Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Beautiful. What I think I'll do is, like, later on, I'll turn this into like our downtown section with all the building, all the shops, and then I'll put like a housing district somewhere, and then maybe like 2 or 3 housing districts because we're gonna have a lot of me's, and then we'll have another section like in case they add like parks or whatever. There, now we got spot for another house or 2. You know, we could probably do that now. We just move everything over. We make like a neat little downtown. Wait, is that the front door? Wait, which one's the front door? You did get to 20K likes. Thank you. Yeah, like this. This looks nice. I like this. Bring this over. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, Jacob? And then we can bring these guys over here. There we go. Oh, they're not against the street. that what's going on? Oh, that sounds like fun, Erica. Sorry, did you not hear me, Jacob? Sorry. Dude, what is going on? Go back. Okay, there we go. Sayed, how you doing? Dirt path, asphalt path, concrete path. Okay, we need the asphalt path. And we'll have it like be a dead end right there because I don't want it going into the ocean. Then we'll bring your guys' house up closer. Huh? Oh, I'm on batch mode, no wonder. Oop, 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 whoa. Let's not block the path now. Don't want to get in trouble by the HOA. Okay, let's turn these houses around so they're all facing each other. There we go, we got a nice little neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Wonderful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? Okay, I guess we can't. Wait, why can't I put it closer? Oh, I can't have them that close to each other. Okay, okay. Because they need space in front of their houses. Gotcha. Oh, that's too far. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Wubba lubba dub dub. Wubba lubba dub dub to you too. Oh, Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. Very best? What? Like no one ever was? No, not asphalt. Hold on. No, where's the sidewalk? There it is. Concrete. There we go. These guys need a little bit of grass in their backyards too. Beautiful. And then let's add some street lamps, shall we? Gotta make it look nice and bright. Wait, why can't I can't put streetlights in front of the houses? Well, why the heck not? Guess they'll just have to go back here. There we go. All right. Looking good. How do I get out of field mode? You know, Mies will use the items and faculty polluted the island all by themselves, but sometimes they'll also react when you drop them on top of something. The quick build amenity sells trees, benches, vending machines, and more. How do you think your Mies might react to some of those items? Well, there's only one way to find out. Dropping them on various items and see what happens. Are you telling me to commit vandalism? Your house is cute. You like your little neighborhood? We got our little housing unit over here. I'm gonna keep Fart Butley over there. But I need to add Moon Bunny to the neighborhood. There we go. Now we're all neighbors. What's up, Caffeine? How you doing? You know the mimics from Vita Carnis? No, I do not. Hi, Elay. Hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. How are you? What's going on, Caffeine? How was your day? Welcome. Where are the vending machines? There they are. Get some nice blue vending machines.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the follow. But no, I don't think I know the mimics from Vita Carnis. Oh, Star's asleep. Let's see what she's dreaming of.
Huh. Oh,
I've been doing alright, Caffeine. Thanks for
what's
asking. Oh, she's not dreaming of anything. She was legitimately sleeping. Who's Miku? Oh, Sora.
Are you alright?
please help me.
Playing Tomodachi Life. Hi, Smiley.
Well, this is really strange. But I'm sure you'll be fine.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and trust you. Thank you.
It was no trouble at all. Thanks for helping me and Sora get closer. Please, Battle Grapple. What do I
You like Miku's sing-song voice?
Good evening. I want to try living with Streamer Boy.
Ah,
If I
roommates,
lived
huh?
with Streamer Boy, we'd be spending a lot of time together. What's something you think we'd enjoy doing every day if Streamer Boy and I lived together?
Hmm. Say yeah, papa? What is that? What's something that we could do every day? Oh, I know. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I got a better one. I think the game respects preferences, so don't worry.
Messing with Beaver? I think you're right. I'll go talk to him.
Hello, Shiroverse. How are you? The game's
Hey.
name is Tomodachi
Hey.
Life.
Hey, can we chat for a moment?
Tomodachi.
Sure. What's up? Well, if the two of us lived together, what's something you think we'd enjoy doing every day? Let's say it together. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Messing with Beaver. It's like we share the same brain. We have to live together.
Hello, Mia. How are you? First target, Beaver.
This is gonna be a blast. Don't
gonna
you
boot
think
'em
the
right off the
houses
mountain
here
next
are a
time we play
little
Peak.
small? I'm thinking we'll need to build a new one.
Build a house for Caffeine & Co. Please choose a location. Over here. Damn, our house is huge. Is this a streamer house?
I'm sure we'll have a great time living in this house together.
Hello, Rain. How you doing?
Say, do you have any ideas for what to call our household? If you have a good name for us, I'd love to hear it.
What should we call our house? Oh, group nickname? Oh, this is our group name. Live tomorrow? Yes, I'll be live tomorrow. Same time as today. Most likely. Yeah, no. No, not same time tonight. I'll be streaming late tomorrow. No, Caffeine, I would never do that. Streamer house? Okay. Well, it says it's group nickname. It would be, what is our group gonna be called? My mom? No, your mom. Let's call ourselves, since we both like caffeine, the drink, the substance. No, hold on. I got a better one. What do you think of that? Where am I from? I'm from California. Where are you from? What set you reppin'? Well, hearing no objections, I'm gonna go with this. The Philippines, welcome. How you doing?
Coffees.
Coffeens? I don't think that came out right. But you know, whatever.
They'll be known as coffees.
I unfortunately don't know
Then
any
we shall be
Tagalog,
henceforth known as
so I
coffees.
apologize.
Thanks
but
for the
hello.
excellent idea. I hope you'll keep checking in on us, the members of Coffees.
Why do you say it like that? It's caffeines, not coffeens. That's literally part of your name, dude. We have to give you an expression. What do you want to say, Caffeine? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. What's up, bully? How you doing? Caffeine, I'm gonna pick something for you. I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. We're playing Tomodachi Life. I'm trying to get Caffeine to come up with a catchphrase or something. Okay, I'll give you... Oh, damn ads. They always pop up at the wrong time. What's up, Captain? How you doing?
Wobulon_10 wants you to hydrate.
Hydrate.
Get to it, you thirsty bitch.
You got it. Thank you for the hydrate. I need to get more water, though. Freaking kitty. You can't think of how to... Oh, well, give me a hint. Maybe I'll try. Hello, Blueface. How you doing? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. You don't know what you did? You redeemed Hydrate. Oh, drop it. I need to get rid of that. Actually, no, that one still works. Drop it doesn't work in this game, but what it does is it forces me to drop whatever I'm holding in game. Oh, if you can't think of what you want to spell, give me like a hint. Or spell it badly or whatever. Maybe I'll get the gist. Unless it's from another language, in which case maybe I won't. Game's louder than me. And it's doubled up too. Nobody said a gosh darn thing. How's that? Is that better? That weird thing you say when you're replacing a swear?
Welcome back from the ad break.
Ida?
If you hate ads, consider a sub or using your Twitch Prime.
You know what? I don't know what you're... I will pick. 'Cause I have no idea. Odobrachida. Are you making me say something in a bad language? I'm gonna sick the fox ninjas after you. You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna make you say something funny. Okay, fine. I won't. No, I ain't saying that. Tú me la jalas. It's practically a swear. You know what? I'm gonna type that in though. That's gonna be your catchphrase. Yo, what's up, Annie? Is that how you say that, Annie? How you doing? Hi, Rexy. Thank you for the lurk. Like that? Oh, I don't have TTS on my YouTube chat. Sorry. YouTube doesn't let me do that stuff yet because I don't have enough subscribers. How you doing, Annie? Does this look good? Caffeine? Should be when you're angry? Oh, okay. Hold on. There we go. We'll go with that. Do I play Roblox? Rarely. Only if I have friends playing with me.
Hodo Brachida.
Saying brachida. Let me change that. Good enough? Wait, you like it? You like it like... Okay, fine. I'll leave it.
Hodo Brachida. Hodo Brachida. I always wanted to say that. Yeah.
You're talking about the text? Well, you gotta be clear. You gotta be clear.
To bring you some breaking news. We've just received
You're using your
some
sister's
wonderful
account.
news. An event is being held in honor of His Royal Majesty, Fox Garden, to celebrate 10 boosts to island residents' happiness levels. Let's go
Yeah,
live
Miku,
to the
you
event.
sing the news.
His
His
Royal
Royal
Majesty,
Majesty,
Fox God,
Fox God,
we
We
give
give
you
you
our eternal thanks.
Yeah, I get a trophy.
what a wonderful performance.
Where's your
And
banjo?
a reminder
I
of
refuse to let you
Oasis'
play a
best
banjo.
appreciation for His Royal Majesty, Fox God. It truly warms
Fox
the heart.
God.
I'm Miku, and you're up to date.
Limpanora 2. Dorantipol. 2. Tindalonga.
You'll see. I'll show you in a second, Caffeine.
Good evening. I want to be friends with Slacker.
Of course you do. Everyone wants to be
What
friends
should
with
we talk
Slacker.
about?
All good, Annie.
What did you have in mind?
What is something the two of us would talk about that's not an inside joke? You know what? The only thing I could think of would be... Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. You know what? I got some... Where's my apostrophe? There it is. Oop. Oop. Really? No, I'm not in VR. Oh, that would be fun. My goodness. Did you seriously get up to 32 likes? Dang, Smiley, you're crazy. But thank you. Got a screen at the end of your bed? I'm jealous. And I'm on it? Oh, I'm honored. Highly honored. Don't give me a lot of freaking things to... A lot of characters. Maybe this will fit. I don't think this will fit. Brick. Okay. We'll just do it without the word shaped. I hate typing with a controller so much. One of the worst inventions.
Beating a
Hello,
slacker
Michi.
pinata. Got it. I'll go talk to him about beating a slacker pinata.
Well, yeah,
Good
Smiley, you
evening,
got to tell me what you want your
slacker.
character to look like. Bye, Annie. Thank you for being
Do you
here.
feel like talking about beating a slacker pinata?
Okay, but check this out. Visualize beating a slacker pinata. Who do you want to join you?
I mean, it's not just because you're asking, but I'd pick you.
What's up, Kimmy?
Oh,
Only thing is, this monster ain't
well,
green.
in that case, I'm gonna pencil you in for beating a slacker pinata ASAP.
Slacker, you don't know what you're saying. He's agreeing to get beaten. He ain't saying no.
Hey, chump.
God, please tell me this will fit. Damn it. This is funny to like 2 people. So don't worry if you don't get it.
Good evening, Mark Asbustafoo.
It's a San Andreas reference, if you ever played
Nice.
San Andreas.
I knew beating a slacker pinata would bring Chump and me together.
Makes sense.
No, it's Mark.
Mark Asbustafoo and I have the same taste in hobbies, so no wonder we hit it off.
No, you have to give me... But if you want a character, you have to give me skin color.
Hey,
I mean, that's why I try to tell you to avoid describing yourself. Like, just make up a character. So that you don't have to, like, dox your own looks. Man, nice try. Yeah. You know how much work it is actually creating the character you want me to make? So I think that's a good trade-off, don't you? Hi, Emery. How you doing? A tuna. What is he? I think his name kind of gives that away, don't you think? Like I said, I have the humor of a child, okay? You fell down again? Okay, Star, go help out Spider-Man.
I don't blow my nose off.
Where are you? There you are.
Are you alright?
Please help me.
Haha. There's the source of the problem.
You might need to use a little more room. I vow to return the favor one day.
What a relief. You're okay.
Hello, fellow fox. How are you? Well, then you can take a break from adding likes and tell me what character you want me to make. Hello, Caffeine. Welcome to the non-ad side. Stories about past relationships? Okay.
Good evening.
Oh yeah, I need to decorate Miku's
I want
house.
to be friends with Sora. What should we talk about?
Let's see, what would Hatsune Miku and Sora from Kingdom Hearts talk about?
What did you have in mind?
Believe in your heart or some other softy stuff. Oh, I don't think Miku would do that unless she's in a movie. Movie Miku is wholesome. I did not mean that. Disneyland Paris.
Hating Disney.
Oh,
Got it.
caffeine's gone
I'll go talk to
omnipresent.
him about hating Disney.
I'm back, Annie.
Good evening, Sora.
I'm very glad you shared that.
Do you feel like talking about hating Disney?
Sure.
Cool.
No, Sora, that's your boss.
I have to say, I've been super into hating Disney lately.
Really? Me too.
No,
Yeah,
Sora,
I'd
don't
totally
do it.
come around on the joys of hating Disney. We should hang out sometime and do that.
They're never gonna make a new Kingdom Hearts game ever again. Uh oh, hold on, I got a better one. Well, Smiley, you have to tell me what character you want me to add.
Disney's bitch lol. You look great today.
What's up? How you doing, Ariel? Ah, I promise I can spell. Hello, hi Vox, how are you? Please tell me I can fit this.
Hey, Miku Miku Ooh.
That's terrible. What should you draw? Have you done any fan art of anything you like lately? Or is there anything that inspires you?
Miku Miku UWU. You look great today.
That's terrible. Sora, you dumb
Hey,
bastard.
Miku Miku UWU. Long time no see.
dragon puppets and you cramped your back. Ouchies. I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better. Yeah, hope it gets this pronunciation.
Hey, Miku Miku Ulu.
Ah, there we go. Got it.
Nice.
Hello, Sky. How are
I
you?
Disney would bring Disney's bitch
Make a
lol
beaver
for me
character?
together.
Makes
I
sense.
shouldn't I?
Miku Miku Ulu and I have the same taste in hobbies, so no wonder we hit it off.
I'm hiding in your Wi-Fi.
You gotta sneak them into school. Oh. Make you get a big backpack. Stuff them in there. Hello, Andrea. Because Smiley's been putting. You see all the lives? That's all because of Smiley. What?
I'm hiding in your Wi-Fi.
Yes, exactly,
Such a
V2.
mean thing to say.
Now, it might be nice if the Mii's had a place to gather, enjoy a meal, and chat, don't you think? Oh, are we gonna make a restaurant? Yeah. Restaurant. Where do I put it? I'm gonna have to demolish someone's house. Gentrification at work. Excuse me. Maybe a beachfront restaurant. Yeah, let's do that. Nice beach restaurant. I'm doing all right, Andrea. How are you?
We interrupt to bring you some breaking
All the likes,
news.
yes. Did I not say
Here's
that?
what's happening on our island. Tamoria, a food serving establishment known
What's wrong,
as a
Vox?
restaurant,
What's going on?
has opened on Finneck. This will be a great place
Do you
for
need
people
protection?
to get together for the purpose of talking with their mouths
I can send the
full.
Fox Ninjas.
I can't wait to eat while staring at someone else's face the whole time, one resident said in a very sarcastic tone. Thanks for watching.
What you
I'm
do is
Sora,
you
and you're up to date.
stuff them in a big bag, take them out back, and then anytime somebody wants one, you say, I got what you want. That way they're very suspicious at first, but then when they see it's because you have dragon plushes, they'll be like, oh, 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 thank God. No, I don't think so. Let's not spam, yeah? No. Please send help. Okay, the fox ninjas are on their way. Travel tickets. Uh-oh. Are we accepting visitors now?
To bring you some breaking news. Island residents have long dreamed of traveling the world, and now their wish has come true. Residents can now be given the gift of travel by selecting.
Oh, we're going to
travel tickets
Australia.
to a wishing fountain. At hearing
It's
the
okay,
news,
Andrea.
Locals exclaim, "I can't wait to finally
¿Cómo
take a
estás?
vacation." But how can we know what innumerable horrors await us beyond the safety of our familiar shores? The first available trip is an Oceania tour. I'm told a wish has already been added, so someone can leave immediately. Check the wishing
Dang.
fountain to learn.
You are kind of in a
Unlike
tight
other
spot
wishes,
there, huh, Ariel?
It's possible to give the travel ticket multiple times. Granting wishes increases the number of destinations. All this travel news has the island residents buzzing with excitement. Literally buzzing, like a
Okay,
bunch of
Miku.
bees.
Say the news, but without singing.
Thanks for watching. I'm Miku, and you're up to date.
Travel tickets. Didn't I? Oh, I already got it. So I can do another? Let's do island objects. Wait, oh no, hold on. I can get new things for my Miis, right? Yeah, there we go. Eating styles? Weird. Yeah, learning English is hard. So, believe me, I'll be the last person in the world to say anything about a person learning English. I understand how friggin' difficult it is. And I commend people who have English as a second, third, or fourth language. You like some dinner? Oh, what do you eat, huh? Do I have food in there? And
Welcome.
where? Let's get him some chicken pho. Actually, I want to see who else likes chicken pho.
Thank you very much.
English so hard, even English speakers can't speak properly. Yeah. You are so real for that. What's up? What? No, it's not. What are you talking about? I barely speak English, and I mean, I speak English as a first language, and I barely speak it right. See, case in point.
Huh. Good evening.
Here, you want some pho?
Yum.
Who doesn't like pho? Come on. Mm-hmm. You're from the Philippines. Welcome. So many people from the Philippines. That's so cool.
I've been
Goodbye,
thinking too hard.
Andrea. Hasta
My head
luego.
feels all fuzzy inside.
Hi, Void. How you doing?
Help me clear my mind.
I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking.
Phew. I feel so much better now.
I forgot he floats around. So funny. Oh wow, everybody's at the restaurant. What are we ordering?
Huh. I'm feeling a bit down.
Why? Don't feel down, Star. Yeah, that's the understatement of the year right there, Void.
Hey, from Lost. Sanchafilla. Kitty kept rolling. Shorty. Yeah. Oh, listen to this. I've completely mastered the art of slacking off. Go on, ask me anything about it.
Oh, really? Because you know, I got my professional license for slacking off years ago. I've literally written books on the
Of
subject.
course, Mac would try to one-up me.
I suppose there won't be any questions. Speaking of culinary creations,
Oh, I don't
mixing a
know. I
cake
don't know anything about Hazbin
with some
Hotel.
milk is
Sorry.
a taste sensation, right?
Yeah, draw your favorite character
You
from there.
really think so? I nearly choked on a cake.
Anything
When I was
Slack
a
related,
kid,
you immediately think of me.
Haven't been able to stomach
I'm
it
infecting
since.
your mind. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, so glad I brought it up.
I am becoming a mind virus.
Do you like me? Yes or no? Answer quick.
Oh, maybe. You're okay.
Mac, how could you?
I did specify yes or no.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, Mac doesn't like me.
that was clever.
I'm gonna go cry in a corner. Okay, it seems like. Oh, what you want, Miku?
For my special move.
Oh yeah, here, have some pho. Oh, renovate. Right, I need to give you a new house interior. There's been a major development in interior design. So far, you've only been able to redecorate entire rooms, but starting now, you'll also be able to swap out just wallpaper or flooring. That includes wallpaper or flooring that you've created at the Palette House workshop, along with those that come with any interior sets you acquire. Try mixing and matching or create unique designs that fit your Mii's personalities. Oh, that means I'm gonna have to draw something. Oh, I'm sorry, Lucas. Well, you can hang out here. What's up, Elol? How would I feel if you subbed right now? I would be happy, and I would say thank you for subbing. That's very kind of you. You better like this, Miku. This is so you. Okay, well, don't know what I expected. All right, Annie. You have a good rest of your night.
This is different. Thank you.
Spaghetti or lasagna? Lasagna. You get more noodle. What platforms am I on? Wait, you talking about me? Oh, YouTube. I'm talking about YouTube, Caffeine. They probably just left.
Hello.
Thank
and
you,
welcome
keeper
to
of the cookie
evening
jar. I
edition of
appreciate
New
that.
News. Folks, we have an underdog story to report today.
Who attacked you, Lucas?
Bart Butley has been working out lately and really getting into it. In fact, they were scheduled for leg day today. But shockingly, they simply decided to not do it.
This makes so
Bart
much
Butley
sense.
told reporters that their
Miku being the
lazy
devil
side
and me
won
being
out.
the angel.
It's like
Though,
a voice in my head
I think
was
we'd
telling
both
me
be the
to
devil.
stay in bed. They said. We asked residents for their reactions.
Do you have any more details?
Peace.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ariel.
I'm
Well, you're
your
back.
Bunny, and this has been the 9 o'clock news.
Your YouTube chat wasn't showing anyone? Oh my goodness, have I been just making up chatters in my head this entire time? Yeah, we can broadcast old or show old broadcasts. And now the weather. It is still sunny. All right, I'm gonna make Foxy. What would Foxy's face look like? Probably a little bit round like that. Is that as fox-like as we can go? No, I can go orangish. There we go. And I think that should be okay for hair. Why is that, Void? Did they add more hairstyles? It seems like there's a lot more hairstyles than before. What's that guy from One Punch? What's his name? Gotaro or something like that? Okay, anyway, we'll make him bald. And then Foxy has the little round things above his eyes. Hello, caffeine. What's for dinner? I had bubble tea and a bubble waffle. Yes, I'm irresponsible. And then he's got the little cute foxy eyes. Oh, that's what that is. Oh, it's Ant-Man. Okay, that makes sense. What's up, Ant-Man? How you doing? And that'll do. That's foxy enough. Oh my god, that almost looks like Temmie. Boy, I'm Temmie. Okay, how far up can I put these ears? That's it? Okay, no ears then. What we will do... There's a proper fox nose option. Yeah, but that's not what Foxy has. His face isn't really white. Got like a light orange color. Like, do we not have a light orange anywhere? And we'll just do white. Okay, this is gonna be terrible. So bear with me, okay? I'm gonna reset like 70 times because this is really difficult to get right. He's gonna look like freaking Dr. Eggman after this. Okay, and then what I want to do, we can do this, and then that's gonna cover his face. Oh, is that what he's gonna look like? Is there a mirror option? No. Oh shoot, I only drew 2 fluffs on the left side. Hold on. Oh, what the fluff? Okay, hold on. Yeah. Terrible. Draw your favorite VTuber. Why does it look good on one side but not on the other? I hate drawing. Why can't I get this right? Good enough. You're gonna put me on your TV? Oh my gosh, I'm honored. That's the highest honor a streamer can ever get. It's being put on the TV. Frustration. Whatever. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna bother me. I promise. I promise it's not gonna bother me. Okay. Do I need to draw his face? Or is it, because on the left side is the preview, I think. Drawing the ears is gonna suck. What is that? It's like a dark brown. What's up, Captain? How you doing? Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. What's up, Akaza? How you doing? Sorry, I'm not quite sure how to say your name. Bring that down like there. Okay, then can we get it to look the same on this side? Kinda. Good enough. put my live stream on TV. You know how much that would cost? Millions of dollars. You know how much money I have right now? Like $5. Hey, thank you for the rose. Appreciate it. I got 5 on it. And the inside of his ear is white. This. This. And we get white. This is a perfect game for you because you like drawing, but you're on mobile. This is on the Switch. I'm on Switch 2 right now. You have 30 in cash. Well, then maybe you can help me get the stream on TV then. Made the sound that you know from a meme. It's from a song. I got 5 on it. Okay, this looks like about as close as I can get. Please tell me, yay. Yeah, that's about so stupid. It's about as close as I can get. Actually, you know what? His eyes are a little bit lower. Talking on your phone. Well, I don't think you would want to chat on your TV. Imagine having to type all of your messages with your remote control. It would drive you insane. You hate drawing on the Switch? Yeah, so far I'm not liking it. It is proving to be a pain in the butt. All right. He's tiny. This is Foxy.
My name is Foxy. My name is Fox. My name is Foxy. My name is Foxy. It's nice to meet you. Today is a. My name is Foxy. My name is Fox. My name is my name is Foxy. My name is Fox. My name is Foxy. My name is Fox. My name is Foxy. My name is Foxy. It's nice to meet you. Today, my name is Foxy. It's nice to meet you. Today is a. My name is Foxy. My name is Foxy. It's nice to meet you. My name is Foxy. It's nice to meet you. Today is April 23rd.
You bet you could draw this? Do it. Draw him.
So, how
Thank you for
does
the
it
follow.
voice? My name is Foxy. It's nice to meet you. Today is April 23rd, 2026. My name is Foxy. It's nice to meet you. Today is April 23rd, 2020. My name is Foxy. It's nice to meet you.
No, not Foxy from FNAF. Foxy from my stream. You know what? Maybe I should make his head a little bit smaller. If you go to Twitch, I have a little AI buddy that I name Foxy. I hate that I can't shrink down heads. Oh no, are you losing your concept of time, Elul? It's okay, I do it all the time. I have ADHD. Time means nothing to me. Visionary. Yeah, okay, sure, Foxy, a visionary. Alright, Void, have a good night. Thank you for being here. Oops. Yes, of course
Hey,
you can draw me. Thank you
Your
for
Majesty,
asking.
His Royal Majesty, Fox God. It's nice to meet you. My name is Foxy. I'm an ambitious visionary. Which means, I see the world for how it could be, not always how it is. Thanks in advance for looking after me here.
Okay. Now he's gonna go cause some chaos on the island. Okay, let's see. What can we make? We can make housing interiors. Remember colors and sounds okay to answer Mimi's dreams. Oh boy. Choose a base. Or use a template. Okay, we're gonna make something scary. You'll post it on YouTube. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me famous. I bet you're one of those very big and famous artists, aren't you? You've come to take pity on old slacker. You love chaos? Hey, me too. Chaos is the best. May chaos take the world. And all that jazz. How do I... Okay, we're gonna make a bunch of, like, eyeballs. Yes, of course you can draw me. I appreciate you asking for permission. But yes, you are... Anybody who wants to draw Slacker is free to do so. I expect nothing in return either, so draw to your heart's content. Hey Z, how you doing? What you been up to? Murillo will build a Frankensteinbaum steep on my front porch. Okay. If you say so. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm trying to make these of varied sizes, but I'm not doing a very good job. Okay, now that we got these, now let's start making the... We don't have just a circle, huh? How have you been, Z? Usual grind? Oh. Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing okay. It had been a while, and I was like, where is my friend Z at? I hope Z's doing okay. Wonder who's gonna be the lucky me that gets this as their wallpaper. Maybe Foxy. That's okay, Elul. Don't worry about it. If you really, really want to draw Slacker, it doesn't have to be a masterpiece. It doesn't have to be your best work ever. I'm happy even just to see like a little sketch on a napkin. You know what I mean? Have I ever watched Digital Circus? No, but I have been asked many times to watch it. Will it happen someday? Possibly. And I'll tell all of you guys about it. I'll be like, I watched Amazing Digital Circus. You guys will be like, yay, Slacker, you finally did it. This is my theme song? Really? You think so? How do I make it thicker? Hold on. Is there a way to make it thicker? Yes, there is. I don't think Foxy's would be this innocent. His would sound a little bit more sinister. Maybe they're not all gonna be the same thickness. Eh, who cares? Who's gonna stop me? Would you call David Zucchini? I don't know who that is. Are they related to Jonathan Strawberry?
Welcome back from the ad break.
All right,
If
Z, you
hate
have a good
ads,
night. Thank you for being
consider a
here.
sub or using your Twitch Prime.
What's up, Alien Cat? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Lots of sketches. Ooh. Well, I hope to one day see your lots of sketches. Okay, now we use the small one. Right? I think that's what we should do. 'Cause I don't want to make the whites too big on these smaller eyeballs. These look like eyeballs? Be honest with me, guys. Do these look like complete and total trash? Do they look scary? Would you look at these and be like, I must flee for my mortal existence? Or would you laugh and say, oh my god, they look terrible? Spoopy? Okay, thank you. No, Alien. No, no, no. Not at all. Sorry to disappoint you. Okay. Maybe this one's a little too big. You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna leave it. Thank you, cute. Wait, you want me to call you cute or Evie? I gotta figure out a... Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. What does layered mean? Doom, doom, doom. Call you cute? Okay, you got it. 1.49 million points on Block Blast? My gosh. You are a beast. Okay, what do all these do? Yes, these are eyeballs. They're meant to be spooky. Spooky eyeballs, because I'm gonna put them in. I'm gonna put it in Foxy's. What do you call it? House. These are all too cute. I need something spooky. Oh, a crack in the wall. No, that's not what I meant. Yeah, just right there. Big old crack right in the wall. You can tell that this is an old house. Another crack right there. Somebody's mom wouldn't buy them World of Warcraft, so they punched a hole in the wall. And then up here, somebody said that their meme was cringe. There we go. What's up, Mac? Hey, thank you. Thank you for that. Indie beninging. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. No, redo. There we go. Do you like my my spooky house? What type of interior is this? It's gonna be called... No. No, you don't like it? Oh. And you're just breaking my heart all day today, Mac. What the heck? First, you tell me at the cafe that you don't like me, and now you don't like my wallpaper. I thought we were homies.
He's watching.
You and I were at the restaurant, and Slacker asked, "Do you like me, Mac?" And you said, well, you're all right." Now I Evert him. Ooh, space. Vibe. Creepy. Lighting? Oh, no, no lighting. You can make the eyes glow? That's kind of dope. I don't know if I want to do that, though. What kind of lighting style do we got? Only at night, yes. That's way too intense. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Thank you, Elol. You're so nice. You're not scary, Ariel. What's going on at Miku's house? She's having a rave. Oh, she's got hiccups. Okay, I'll bring somebody. Miku... Aki, here. Go help Miku. What's up, Billy Joe? Sure, show me what you got.
Are you alright?
These hiccups, they won't stop.
Don't worry, I watched a video on this once.
Wait, what? You're a real lifesaver.
I'm just happy I could help.
Well, on map, Kafka, Sandy,
Oh, okay.
yeah, grab and snap elbow.
Welcome.
Is it a type of pasta? Okay, cute. I appreciate you drawing Slacker. That is very kind of you. No, I don't want to do that. Go back. I didn't mean to do that.
Please come again.
Say what, Billy? I don't know what that is.
Welcome.
$5?
Thank
Really?
you very much.
That's all it's
Please
worth
come
to you?
again.
Sheesh. Did I ever get you the scarf? Oh, I didn't get you the scarf. Okay, hold up. What color do you want, bro? Red? Okay, well, it's already red. You want slides? Alright, I'll get you slides. With socks or without socks? What color slides you want? You want the blue ones? Like Naruto? Black, okay. Alright, Mac. Where are you? You're not even home. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Just hanging out by yourself.
Huh?
What's up, Vox?
Do you have a moment? I would just love it if there were a flower planter right here.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Uh, he really hit me with that cuh right when I got up to him.
That's so satisfying. Thank you. I love living on Finneck.
He loves living here.
Huh?
Makes me so happy to hear.
Something you need.
Well, there's a notification in the way. Alright, bud, here you go. We're going to give you... Oh, I'm gonna have to recreate your entire outfit. Nope, hold on. Oh gosh, damn. No shit, he doesn't like it. Sorry about that. Okay. There we go. Hey, Smiley, how you doing? There you go, Mac. Hi, Smiley, how you doing? There, you better, Mac? You better? I'm sorry about that.
Dalla Dalla Clappa. Dan Plum. DD Comment.
I don't know why it did that.
Oh, I've been meaning to tell you. You've got a great sense of style, key boy.
Oh, yeah, right. Your sense of style is so much better.
You
I
got me on
question all
all
my style
three.
choices
You
when
are
I look at you.
omnipresent.
No way. You're so wrong. Your style turns heads in a way that's not safe for necks.
I do not agree. You're so stylish that if you stepped into a room with 100 fashion designers, you'd cause a stampede.
No, I've got the final word on this. Your style is so good. I wanna be you.
Yep. That's the final word. We've got to talk about something else.
Oh,
That's it. I said all that there is to say on that.
me. Babba Grackle. Huh. Got a sec. I'd love to play a round of double shadow quiz.
Double shadow. Oh boy.
Here's your first
I'm
mystery
bad enough at
double
the normal
shadow.
shadow quiz.
What are these?
Oh, I know what this is. This is cake. Doner kebab?
The answer is cake and doner kebab. Next up, your second mystery double shadow. What are these?
Green or Korean chili pepper. Gotta be. Tempura rice bowl. What do you guys think? Do you think this is panettone? Something tells me it's not panettone. Maybe it is. It looks almost that little corner piece in the top. That almost looks cakeish. I'm gonna say panettone.
The answer is Korean chili pepper and panettone.
Panettone.
And without further ado, your last mystery double shadow. What are these?
Large fries chocolate shake. Perfume. And a rubber duck.
The correct answer is perfume and rubber ducky.
That's right. The master of shadows.
Congratulations, you won.
What did I win?
Time for you.
Always the big one. Yay, lucky cat. I got the Moneko Neko. Hello, Carolyn. Sorry. How you doing? If you want to change the look of the living room or the group name for the home, just press X to bring up the house interior. Oh my gosh, look at our big house.
Royal Majesty, Fox God and I were talking about recent. Huh. How about a game of double shadow
Oh,
quiz?
come on, you two.
Come on.
Hi, Valkyrie.
You got this in the bag.
Don't worry about it, Carolyn. Just pretend they're not there. All right, Valkyrie, you have a good day at school.
We're under attack.
Here's your first mystery double
Welcome to
shadow.
the
Pocket.
gaming couch, all
What are
8 Pocket
these?
of Time viewers. We're so happy to have you.
Pocket, how you doing? What's up, Pocket Raiders? If there's anybody new in the raid, hi, my name is Slacker, and we're playing Tomodachi Life. I almost said Tamagotchi. Wrong game. Oh, what's up, Pocket? How's your stream?
What in the fuck knuckles is this?
Hi, Lemus. You know what this is. This is Tomodachi Life. Alright, so this is Panettone again, because I recognize that corner. It could be edamame. Something tells me it's not handmade chocolates. Let's try edamame.
The answer is
Started a new book?
edamame and panettone.
What book did you try?
Next up, your second mystery
Yes, I am
double
playing
shadow.
Tomodachi Life.
What are these?
This is profiteroles and ice latte.
The answer is
Home is where the bodies
latte.
are.
And without
That
further ado,
sounds
your
like
last mystery double
great
shadow.
book.
What are these?
Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you, Smiley. That's a lot of likes. You did well. That is cake and slime.
The correct answer is slime and cake.
I'm not gonna put up with that.
Congratulations, you won. Time for your prop.
Oh, I could have gotten a mouse. It's okay, Vox. He's gone. But how was Pocket Stream, guys? Did you guys have fun? Did you enjoy the book? How far did you guys get into the book? Yes. Yes, Smiley, very much so. I appreciate all of the likes.
Oh, His Royal Majesty, Fox God. I want to be friends with Mac.
I thought you already were
What
friends
should
with
we
Mac.
talk about?
Oh boy.
What did you have in mind?
Hey Mac, if you were gonna talk to Aki about anything, what would you talk about with her? Pocket was simping? Oh no. Most of them fell asleep. I mean, that's the risky run when you read a book, right? I feel like if ever I do a reading stream, I'm gonna lose like 90% of people to sleep. But I mean, hey, at least they're there listening, right? Those are the best streams though.
Playing the finals?
I've been thinking about okay, good night. My goodness, my brain went blank. Good night. Oh my gosh.
Got it.
Smiley.
I'll
He's
go talk
Louise.
to him about playing the finals.
Didn't capitalize the. Oh, is that actually in?
Good evening,
whatever.
Mac.
You knew what I'm talking about.
Do you feel like talking about
Good night, Smiley.
playing the finals?
So that must mean then I do an excellent job.
Sure.
Caffeine, is that what you're saying?
Cool. Well, I have to say, I've been super into playing the finals lately.
She's just straight up lying to you, Mac.
Really? Me too. Yeah, I've totally come around on the joys of playing the finals. We should hang out sometime and do that.
I said, does that mean I do an excellent job then, Caffeine? Since I put everybody to sleep like NyQuil? Alright, they're friends. Okay, knowing Aki, the nickname she gives people. That's what she would call you.
Hey, Mackie, long time no see.
What would be your nickname, Mac? Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Alright, Caffeine, touche. Oh my goodness, okay.
Brat, you look great today.
Nice. I knew playing the finals would bring Mackie and me together.
Makes sense. Brad and I have the same taste in hobbies, so no wonder we hit it off.
Yay, they're friends.
Hey, come on.
Everybody's being good friends on the island.
Good evening. I've been thinking too hard. My head feels so fuzzy inside. Help me clear my mind.
Of course, Miku would have TV on her mind.
Phew. I feel so much better now.
And it looks like a pop concert, too. Yeah, like a live concert. Of course, Miku would have a concert on the mind. Miku, Miku.
Oh, what do you need?
He looks hungry. Oh, wrong thing. Do we even have any food to give you? Oh yeah, have some pho. I don't remember if she likes it or not. Yeah, she does. She likes pho. The weird thing she likes. Me too, Ariel. I'm with you on that one. I see food, I eat it.
Good evening. I want to be friends with Star. What should we talk about?
What on earth is that?
What did you have in mind? Eating whole raw pumpkins? Got it. I'll go talk to her about eating whole raw pumpkins.
If you were typing in another language, then yeah, it probably didn't work, especially on chat.
Good evening, Star. Do you feel like talking about eating whole raw pumpkins?
Stupid.
Okay, but check this out. Visualize eating whole raw pumpkins. Who do you want to join you?
I mean, it's not just because you're asking, but I pick you.
Oh. Well, in that case, I'm gonna pencil you in for eating whole raw pumpkins ASAP.
Ugh, I'm laughing at my own jokes. I'm so stupid. That's also it's also something from the Batman and Spider-Man show, so you gotta watch it to know what that is.
Good evening, Estrella. Hey, Estrella. Good evening, Estrella.
There you go. Hair toe? What is pear toe? What are you saying?
Good evening, Hider.
Nice. I knew eating whole raw pumpkins would bring Estrella and me together.
Makes sense. Hider. And I have the same taste in hobbies, so no wonder we hit it off.
I didn't know. No. No, Ian, I am not. The worst person to have on the news. Ah. This game brings out the worst in me.
Huh. Good evening. I think D-tier streamer and Miku Miku Uu would be fast friends.
Wait, I haven't even talked to Miku?
What should we talk about
Or
to
I
help
should say
them
Slacker.
get along?
Wait, I have to pick?
What
Yes,
did you
I'm
have
a
in mind?
Kimono Mimi. Hmm.
What did you have in mind?
What is something that Slacker and Miku would talk about? What is something I would talk to Miku about? Let me ask the 30 Mikus on my shelf right now. Really, Miku? Jeez, that's brutal. Okay. A balanced diet is a cupcake in each hand. Amen. Preach. I will drink to that. I don't think I have enough space. Dang it. Hello, Tropical Kitty. Welcome, welcome. How are you?
Pushing people downstairs. Got it.
Hey, that's what Miku
I'll
wanted.
go
Don't look
round
at
up
me.
D-tier streamer and Miku Miku Uu. Miku Miku Uu, say hello to D-tier streamer. D-tier streamer, this is Miku Miku Uu.
Do you feel like talking about pushing people downstairs?
Why am I the one suggesting it?
Sure. But tell me, Slacker, how much do you know about pushing people downstairs?
Oh, like, so much. I study the pushing people downstairs rule book every night before bed.
Wow, that's some serious dedication. But you know, I've always wanted to give pro pushing people downstairs a shot. Maybe one day we can do it together.
She sings everything. That's Miku. She's always singing. That's quite the book. Yeah, it's a great book. It's hard to put down. Unlike the people going down the stairs.
Gremlin, you look great today.
Good evening, SLACK.
That's cheating.
Good evening,
Aki. Hi, Aki. How you doing, Aki? See if I can get her to pronounce this correctly. Just got home from work? Perfect.
Having them talk about pushing people downstairs was a wonderful idea. I
I'm
think
alright,
this is the start of
Aki.
a
Just
beautiful
playing some
friendship.
Tomodachi with everybody. I'm glad you had a, you got home safe from work. Was it a good day at work? What's up, Red King? How you doing? New gift. Ballet. What else do I have? Ooh, a hydrangea hedge. Cherry blossom tree? Nope, that's what we're getting.
Akin Zero VA wants you to hydrate. Get to it, you thirsty bitch.
Oh, I need to get more water. Oh, he fell down. Or they fell down. We added some new characters to the island. Foxy.
Are you alright? Oof, I've never seen a case this bad before.
Yeah, do you like my terrible drawing of Foxy? Leave that abomination on the floor. What? You don't like him?
Don't worry about
Or
it.
them? Yes, this is Tomodachi. I did my best to draw his face, but I'm not an artist. As you can clearly tell. Don't worry about the other guy. Okay. No, it's not. Don't worry about it, Aki. Don't worry about it. You see nothing. All right, give me 2 seconds. I need to go get some water, okay?
I felt happiness just now.
Okay, got my water. You watch your language, Derpo. You don't be saying Scheisse in my chat. Yeah, that was a butt, Aki. His name. Look, don't you like his name? Or their name? I keep forgetting. They're just a little person. If it wants to be friends with you, don't let it. Oh, I don't know how to tell you this. What? Where's Foxy's house? Here it is. Oh, Foxy and Fart are having fun. What's up, hee hee? How are you? Always watching. What's up, Freaky Jim Bob? How you doing? Yeah, of course Foxy likes that.
Yeah, this is different. Thank you.
Shout out to you, Freaky Jim Bob. Without you, there would be nobody named Jim Bob. And that's real important in this world. Okay. That's evil? Yeah, it is evil, isn't it? Oh no. Oh no, Mac. He's working at the grocery store. Should we make some new food? Let's make a new food. You can't eat at everybody's house. You can't eat at everybody's house. Can't make my own soda. Thank you, Jim Bob. I appreciate that. Thank you for the sub. Why are we illuminating? I don't need to illuminate it. Ah, see, Aki gets it. I'll do that for the next one. Maybe I should hand draw it. That way you know I handmade this soda myself. The bad C. Dang it. Come on, do an O. You know how to write the letter O. What's the drink name? There's a Slack Cola. Oh, really? I can only enter a little bit? Cola? That sounds that sounds like a what do you call it? Scandinavian disease. Hey, you've got the skull? Should make Jennifer Coolidge. I could never make anything as beautiful. I'm not an artist. What's it gonna taste like? You'll see. I'm gonna have to type in like 4 different text boxes though, because they don't give me a lot of room to work with. Oh, you can't even read that. Mmm. It's gonna be mystery colored. You open it up and you're gonna be like, wow, that's a liquid. you, you don't like fish flavored cola, Mac? Come on. What kind of food is this? Even the game is like, bruh, what is this?
Slack Cola.
Yep, it is singular. Taste neutral. It's salty. Beverage. Room temperature. Oh man, can you imagine? Small. It's room temperature fish flavored Coca-Cola. Oh man. They're gonna be like, nah, don't let bro cook anymore. You'll come to like it, don't worry. It's the only The only drink on the island. Wait, hold on. Wait, why does it go? Whatever. The Aki's happy with what I make. Why can't you be happy with what I make? Now I gotta really sell it. Oh, come on, really? Do I gotta make my own? Shoot. Guess I gotta make my own. Okay. I'll do that later then. Keep doing that, damn it.
How about no?
Oh, they're probably just gone, Vox. It's okay. This is the closest thing to a fly I can get.
For the glory of chaos!
Absolutely. I live for chaos. It's what it's the most I can do, okay? There aren't any flies. So
That's what she said.
I gotta go with bees, okay? Don't judge. This is paradise, Mac. It'll be okay. Everything will be okay. Don't worry about it. You'll come to enjoy it. You'll be like, man, what was I ever worried about? This is the best place on earth. Okay, this is all I got. They gotta add more stickers, man. What's up, Eli? All good, Maury. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you're okay. Okay. I think this is it. What should I call this, Aki? What should I call this masterpiece? You gotta be creative with it. You can't just straight up call it poop. Actually, I gotta... If anybody gets why it's being called this, I will love you. Oops. Oh my god, stop. Damn, that's a good one too. That's a good one. I'm gonna use yours instead. Actually, I'm gonna make it fancy. Let's make it fancy. Ready? Oops. Too many spaces. Hey, Crystal. Welcome, welcome. How you doing?
Le grand exit.
You're darn right, Mac. You knew what you signed up for when you bought the ticket to this island. Taste? Oily. Sweet treat. Hot. Oh, and it's a big one too. That's why you always read the fine print. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Maury. Well, I'm glad you're doing a little bit better. I hope hope you can enjoy yourself here. I mean, you kind of should have figured this is the direction that this place was going to go when I made this character. So, you know what? I'm curious. I want to see something. What's up, Eli? I'm from California. Estados Unidos. You knew he was trouble when he walked in. Just gotta tell you that. Where are you? Oh, you're still at Foxy's house. All right, Nick. You do you, man. That sounds like fun. Hey, just ignore it, Maury. It's okay. Nothing to get worked up about. Usually just people being goofy. All right, let's see how he likes this. Ready? He liked it. Of course he did. I'm a freaking child. This is ridiculous. Oh man, okay. What's up, Chipper? How you doing? Do I look like Nick Wilde from Zootopia? Hey, I take that as a compliment. Oh yeah, it's okay, Maury. Don't worry about it. If someone's being like persistent or rude about it, then yeah, you can just zap them.
I want to be friends with Aki.
Miku wants to be friends with you, Aki.
What should we talk about? What did you have in mind?
Aki, if you could talk to Miku about anything, what would you talk to her about? You think so, Maury? Okay. If I can fit that many letters. Oh, I think I can. Maybe. Which one did I use? This one? Yes. Thank you, Jim Bob. I'm glad you like her. I'm gonna try to make her outfit later. That's gonna take some real brain power, so.
Good evening, Aki. Do you feel like talking about the creation of Le Grand Exit?
Sure, but tell me, Miku, how good are you at the creation of Le Grand Exit?
I don't want to brag or anything, but I don't think you'll find anyone on Polyphonic who's better at the creation of Le Grand Exit than me.
That's amazing. I really respect folks who are good at the creation of Le Grand Exit. Wanna be friends?
Miku's a pro. What's up, Vox? What's your question? Yes, I do. I have 2 siblings. Oh man, this is gold. This gets better and better.
Welcome back from the ad break. If you hate ads, consider a sub or using your Twitch Prime.
This is her nickname for everybody. Don't worry about it.
Good evening, Akai.
What's your nickname for Miku? What's my website? It's slackersavant.tv. Eat the pink pot cotton candy in your walls and ceiling. Well, see, they replaced that a long time ago. Now it is crunchy foam instead of cotton candy. You don't know. I'm gonna have to pick something. Thank you, Mac. I can't call her Mikui because that doesn't fit. Oh, you know what? Hey, Aki, remember my typo when I was showing you my Miku shelf? Like cotton candy but crunchy? More like a hard marshmallow. Yes, I do. I have a kitty. Her name is Pepper.
Hey, Mike.
Nice. I knew the creation of Le Grand Exit would bring Akai and me together.
I hope Mike shows me all the tricks of the trade.
Oh, man. Like I said, this game is bringing out the worst in me, and I love it. Okay, I'll hydrate in a second. Oops. Dog. I'm gonna have to take out some of those A's. Dog, come on. Made me have to go all the way back. There we go. You have 17 cats. Are any of them kittens? Because I don't think Pepper would like older cats. It ate your money without the command working? No, I heard it. Don't worry. Here, I'll do your...
I always wanted to say that.
There we go. I hydrated just for you. What's up, Janish? How you doing? Oops. You didn't hear it on your end? Oh, okay. That's probably a TikTok problem then. That I gotta check out the audio for it. But I heard it.
Huh. Feel like a game
Oh.
of me shadow quiz. What do y'all say?
What do y'all say? Oops. 7 are kittens. I'll take a couple kittens.
Here's your first mystery me shadow. Who do you think
Oh, that's
this
easy.
is?
That's Miku.
The answer is Miku. Next up, your second mystery me shadow. Who do you think this is?
That's Spider-Man.
The answer is Spider-Man. And finally, your last mystery me shadow. Who do you think this is?
That's Foxy.
The correct answer is Foxy.
See, I know all of my little me's.
Congratulations.
Your
you
cat's
won.
name is George? That's so cute.
Time for your prize.
Let's pick a medium one this time. Book. I could have gotten a flamingo.
Huh. How about a game of double shadow quiz? Come on, you've got this in the bag.
Why does everybody want to quiz me? Can you draw Foxy? Yeah, go for it.
Here's your first mystery double shadow. What are these?
That's coral and cake.
The answer is cake and coral. Next up, your second mystery double shadow. What are these?
Mushroom and Dogu figure.
The answer is mushroom and dogu figure. And without further ado, your last mystery double shadow. What are these?
That is soda and shaved ice.
The correct answer is
Too easy.
soda and shaved ice.
Thank you, Maury. Thank you for the ego boost. I appreciate it.
Congratulations, you won. Time for your prize.
Dogu. Oh, I got a lion. Heck yeah. We got a pet lion on the island now. Potato. Show me this potato. Where did you get it from?
Huh. Hey, good evening.
I'm loving the
Chat.
Naruto with the
I wanna
slides. We got a lion.
I'm curious what kind of people you're into. His Royal Majesty, Fox God. Who is a celebrity that you like?
A celebrity that I like? Did I spell that right? Hold on, I gotta make sure I check that. I spelled that right. Bye, Elay. Yeah, I did. I did spell it right. Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't watch football. Sorry.
Danny DeVito.
I could not say that he's my favorite.
Oh, you like Danny DeVito, His Royal Majesty, Fox God. I'm actually a big fan too.
Of course you are. Everybody likes Danny DeVito. I gotta feed you, Mac. Oh no. Let's see. Do you like pho?
Yum.
Yeah, you like pho. One plus one equals fun in the sun. Hey, what's up, Sneaktail? How you doing? Alright, I think we're gonna check on probably a couple more Miis.
Please, Hick, help me. Oh, I'm starting to feel better. I vow to return the favor one day.
Oops. What's Sora doing? He had the hiccups.
Good evening. My look is lacking a certain something. Can you get me a top that matches my current outfit?
Top that matches your current outfit. I don't think that's a top, but we'll see if you like it. Oh, she loves it. It's not what she wanted, but it's her style. That's exactly what Slacker does. He doesn't give you what you want, but he gives you exactly what you need. Give you a math problem. 372,916 divided by 111.2. Hello, Emma. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, we got a bunch of wishes we got to turn in.
Yeah, this is different. Thank you.
Oh, so close. What cereal are you eating?
Good evening. Just once, I want someone to unironically tell me I'm so edgy, or that I look like I have a wild side. Can you get me some clothes that make it look like I'm not scared of a walk on the wild side?
That's Foxy right there. A walk on the wild side, you say, huh? What about a sushi outfit? Small numbers plus and multiplication. Okay, 77 times 12. Thank you, Emma. Well, I'm glad to have made your day. I appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yep, I knew it. I knew Foxy would love that. He's such a weirdo. Level 12. What we got in here? Ooh, a seesaw. Yeah, let's get that. Oh, right. I also got the vending machines to put down. Let's see, where would those go? Here? I want to build out like a whole street scene at some point. Here. There we go. Got some vending machines. Now they can buy some food. 77 times 12 is 15,434. Oh, you're right. Okay. I'll give you one last one, but you got to tell me the answer next time, because I'm gonna head off for the night because it is getting late, and I've been streaming for quite a bit now. Okay, your next one is 14 times 912. You live in the Philippines. Welcome, welcome. We had a lot of people from the Philippines here today. Glad to have you all. Night, Caffeine. Night, Maury. Good night, everybody. Waiting for the game to save up and... There we go. Alrighty. Okay, everybody over on Twitch, if there's anybody still on Twitch, hang out for a sec. We'll raid out. I'm just gonna say goodnight to TikTok real quick. So thank you for being here. We had a crazy day here on TikTok. We had 17 new followers and a bunch of likes. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate all of you and your support. It means the world to me. I will be back tomorrow, though tomorrow will be a late stream because I'll be doing stuff and things. Good night, Aki. So yeah, I'll look forward to be seeing you guys all tomorrow. Please take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful night, and we'll do it again later. You got a target for a raid? Okay, lay it on me. Good night, Vox. Good night, YouTube chat. Unfortunately, I can't raid on YouTube yet. One day I'll be able to raid on YouTube, but... okay, give me a second. Let me copy that. And then let me go find this person. Are you kidding me? That's... yeah, very funny. That's not what I freaking copied. Stupid freaking chat thing. There we go. There we go. Okay. We good? We're good. All right, everybody. I've never rated this person, so please be nice to them. As I said, I will be here tomorrow to stream, but it'll be a later stream. Likely we'll be playing some Crimson Desert so that I can continue through the story and eventually beat that game. And something for you guys to look forward to is, now that I have a Switch 2, once we beat Breath of the Wild, we can start Tears of the Kingdom and we'll have the HD pack. So that'll be a lot of fun. But you guys, please take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you later, okay?